doing Nonstop Adventure. My name is Carisha.
And I'm Leroy.
Recently, we got the chance to stay at Secrets Playa Blanca Costa Mujeres. And when I tell y'all a time was had, this resort was a vibe. So today we're giving you our full review so you can know everything from A to Z. We're leaving no stone unturned. We are discussing everything from the rooms, the pools, the beach, the staff, the entertainment, the activities, having a wedding. We got you covered. The price. I mean, literally everything you know about this resort, we got you. So stay tuned until the very end of the video, and we're going to show you everything you need to know. So Secrets Playa Blanca Coastal Mujeres opened up February 2024. So this is really still a very new resort.
So let's start with the price. We went for a wedding. For two people, it was $3,082 for 5 nights. We ran the pricing outside of the dates we were going to travel, and it was a lot more expensive.
I don't think it was a lot more, but it was more expensive than what we were paying to be included, with the wedding party, and we had the junior suite. So we were happy with the price. I mean, what you gonna do? Either you gonna go or you staying home. We decided to go.
Let's talk about the property itself as well as the location. Well, the property is located approximately 40 minutes away from Cancun International Airport, but that can vary depending on traffic. But it is far enough for you to be away from the hustle and bustle of Cancun. This resort is quite large. There's 10 buildings with 507 rooms. The lobby, when you get there, it's like a welcoming oasis.
Very.
It's open air. When you walk through, you're just going to see an entire view of the property with an infinity pool in between. And then when you check in, you're even welcomed with a nice glass of champagne.
One thing I really liked about the resort that I immediately picked up on is that within a few minutes, you can pretty much be anywhere on the resort. It's really not that big. Let me tell you all about the style and decor because this really stands out to me. Everything you lay your eyes on the resort is just beautiful and luxurious. They have like a bohemian type of decor going on around the resort. I mean, everything from the landscaping to the plants. They had like some banana trees. Everything is top tier. They really left no stone unturned. You'll be places you'll have like a fire pit next to a pool. The way they placed the water next to this elegant little statue, it was done extremely well. I can tell they came out that bag and spent some money for this resort. I found myself literally just taking pictures everywhere I went. Y'all, it's so pretty. The iguanas even love it. There were iguanas all over the place, so don't miss the iguanas. But it's just so pretty. I literally felt like I had been dropped off in paradise.
That's really what it felt like. Everywhere you turned, it was just absolutely beautiful. Left, right, up, and down. It was just beauty all around.
And just green everywhere. Just imagine that. We're inserting footage as we do this review, but the decor, the style, the way they designed this resort was done extremely well. Oh, and at night, it just comes alive because that's when you have the fire pits. Woo! Y'all ain't ready.
And then they light up all the pools different colors too. Like the jungle pool will be green, the social pool will be blue. It's incredible.
It's a vibe. It is a vibe. Of course, you do have Wi-Fi. It's free. It's fast. I never had any issues. I don't really have issues in Mexico anyway with the Wi-Fi, but I did want to mention it because it is something that you will be using. And also, do not forget to download the Hyatt app because there you can look up your resort and you can find everything you need to know. It gives you all the restaurants, the times. It also tells you about all the different activities going on throughout the day. I literally pulled up my app 50 times a day like it was my bank account. Seriously, because it tells you everything. If you want to know about jewel making, we'll get into some of the activities soon. But the app is going to be your best friend. I got a pro tip about the app coming soon, so y'all keep watching this review.
So upon arrival, after you clear customs and things of that nature, you need to get to the resort, right? However, there is no included airport transfer at this resort, but you can book it through a third party. We booked ours through Lomas Travel, and it was just a seamless experience.
Let me tell you something. I love Lomas Travel. They were extremely professional. When I got to the airport, they had on blue. Baby, they was ready. They was like, "You looking for Lomas Travel?" I was like, "Yes, I am." So they were really professional. And then even before we left, they asked me, if I was on WhatsApp. And they got my information because they send you like a confirmation for your pickup to go back to the airport at the end of your trip. So I highly recommend them, lomastravel.com, LOMAS. We'll put it on the screen. Yeah.
If you don't decide to take a shuttle, you can rent a car. And if you do decide to go the car rental route, the resort has free valet parking as well.
Get you a shuttle. I also wanted to mention that it is handicap accessible, just in case you all needed to know. There are plenty of elevators and ways to navigate the resort. So for this category of property, location, and all of the things, we gave them a 10 out of 10. Okay, so now we are going to move into the food. I gave them an 8 out of 10 for food. Leroy gave them a 10 out of 10. I do have my notes because it is a lot to discuss. So for restaurants, you have Coco Cafe, which is 24 hours. That's where you get your coffee, your ice cream, you can get sandwiches. You have Barefoot Grill, which is 12 to 6. You get a light lunch. You have Barracuda from 10 to 6, which is the beach bar. You have Sugar Reef from 11 to 11, which is the poolside sports bar. And you have
Manatees.
excuse me. Thank you, husband. From 10 to 6, and that is your swim up bar. So throughout the day, you'll enjoy most of those because if you're out and about, those are the options. Then for breakfast, I wanted to mention you do have Market Cafe. Anything you can think of, Market Cafe has it. I mean, fruits, meat, pancakes, bread, yogurt, you name it, they got it. Now, when you go to breakfast, I think most days the resort was pretty packed. So we had what, between 5 to 10 minute wait?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like between 5 and 10 minutes wait. Sometimes were we immediately seated? Sometimes I want to say
Let's
most
say
times we had to
within
wait.
5 minutes,
Yeah.
we got a seat. Plus, it depends on the size of your party as well.
Right. Also, with the restaurants, we would like to mention that there are some days that certain restaurants are closed. So it's important to make sure you have that app and it'll let you know what's open and what's closed because there may be a day where you want Italian and that restaurant is closed and you have to have something else. But we were able to go to every single restaurant. So happy about that. Let's get into the dinner. So first up, we have Seaside Grill. They're open from 12 to 5 for lunch and 6:30 to 11 for dinner. I had the agua chile shrimp and he had the Baja fish tacos. When I tell you, these shrimps snatched my soul. These shrimp snatched my soul. I love seafood, and if I say some shrimp snatched my soul, they were good. And what I really love about Seaside Grill is the ambiance because you're literally right there and you can see the ocean. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is nice. So if you can go, you definitely want to give that a try. What you think about Seaside?
I enjoyed it. I really did. Just the location alone is right. You can see the ocean, like you said.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
time.
a vibe. Up next, we have Oceana. They're open from 11 to 5 for lunch and 6:30 to 11 for dinner, and it's fresh seafood. So I had chicken kebab and grilled shrimp tacos, and Leroy had seafood ceviche and fried fish. So the chicken kebab and the grilled shrimp, I mean, they were cool, but it wasn't like, it just didn't do much for me. It was just kind of average. Now this fish Leroy had, I'll let him tell you about that because
This fish is probably some of the best fish I ever had. Like, it was so good. I told the family about it. They came to me. They came to me that night. They're like, "Bruh,
whole family went and got the fish.
man,
Y'all look at this fish. This fish was good. Okay, so how is that fish?
it is really good." But watch out for the bones.
Okay.
And it also comes with rice. I think it's like I don't know, it's like a cheesy rice maybe. I don't know.
Looks good. That fish looks delicious. Can I have a bite of your fish, please? Okay. So we highly recommend Oceana. I wanted to try the lobster, but it wasn't upcharge, of course. Okay, so up next we have Portofino. They're open from 6 to 11 for dinner, and these times can change, but that is Italian. I had the chicken parm, and Leroy had the beef fillet. Chicken parm, I love chicken. It was cool.
The beef fillet, it was decent. It had some flavor to it. It was tender. I had to add a little salt to it, but
Yeah.
nothing to complain about.
Up next, we have El Patio, open again from 6 to 11 for dinner, and that is Mexican. Y'all, listen, my top foods are seafood, soul food, and Mexican. So I was looking forward to it. I had the roasted chicken. I had roasted corn, something, I don't know. And then a Greek salad. And then for my entree, I had tacos, and Leroy had the pork shank. Y'all. So, of course, my tacos were cool. I don't remember this being just an insane dinner, but it was cool. But this pork shank,
It was I didn't even finish it. It was a lot.
it was.
Plus, we were out all day, so I was more tired than hungry. But it was delicious.
It got to the point where I was like, you know what? All your food is looking a lot better than mine. Up next, we have the next night we went to Himitsu, which is the Asian, open from 6 to 11. So we got a hibachi reservation. I was so excited. So let me tell you about the reservation. So you make the reservation in the app, but the reservation opens up at midnight, and most of y'all gonna be asleep, but some of y'all are not, because guess how I got the reservation? We were at Desires, which we'll talk about in a minute, is like
It's the nightclub.
Yeah, it's the nightclub, and the turn up is real. We'll get there in a second. But I think they close at 2 a.m. So as soon as midnight hit, I ran in there, got the reservation. I was so happy. Our reservation was for like 9:45 because they have two different sessions. And I was so happy. The hibachi, that was my favorite. We didn't tell you the favorites. My favorite was hibachi, and Leroy's favorite was the Oceana, didn't you say?
Yeah, I think Oceana was my favorite.
Yeah. If you can get a hibachi reservation, please try. It was so good. It was extremely entertaining. The food was good, and it was just a vibe, and it was a wonderful thing to have on your vacation. You know what I mean? He made like a little "I love you" out of the rice, and I just thought that was just really cute. So highly recommend. I mean, they had everything: rice, chicken, steak. I think I did steak, chicken, and shrimp. So it was wonderful. And then on the last night, we had Bordeaux. They're open from 6 to 11, and Bordeaux is the French. Now, y'all, this was the last night. By this time, I was beat, so I don't have a picture or video of the food. I did get the dessert, though. I got a picture of the dessert, excuse me, and that was good. I don't even remember what we had, because by this time, my voice was gone, because I lost my voice messing around with them in Desires.
I think so. I had, for appetizer, I had the beef tartare. I was not a fan.
Oh.
You had the French onion soup, from what I can remember.
That's right, because I was drinking so much tea, because again, lost my voice in Desires. I think I had like 10 cups of tea. Oh, and I did have soup because I was losing like my voice. Yeah. So, but I do remember it being cool. I was happy that they had the tea, and then I did get that soup, didn't I?
Yep. Me personally, I'm not a big French cuisine person anyway, but we just wanted to try the restaurant for the sake of this video. But I wasn't really a fan.
As far as the bars, which we already touched on a little bit earlier, you don't have to worry. There are plenty all over the resort. If you miss one, the next one coming. Yep. Miss one, next 15 one coming. So Rendezvous is the lobby bar. They're open from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. So basically all day. Rendezvous is pretty much in the center, and you cannot miss it. It is a happening spot. You'll go in Rendezvous, you'll have drinks, and then like depends on which direction you're coming from, but they have a lot of entertainment right outside of Rendezvous. The jazz players, violinists. There was like a band one night.
Yep.
But Rendezvous, you cannot miss. A lot of people, there's so many places out in the resort to sit. I mean, they have chairs, little loungers everywhere. So Rendezvous, there's literally a stage, very small stage for entertainment, and you can't miss it. And then right next to it, there's like a pit, and there's seating around the pit. And I want to say in front of it, it's a pool, a pond.
Yeah, so the pond is surrounding the fire pit. It's like beautiful. I never seen nothing like it.
I wouldn't say all that, but it's really pretty, and at night it's beautiful. And also Rendezvous, I think that's where they had the painting class that day, which we'll get to in a minute. But you cannot miss Rendezvous. Definitely a vibe. Do not get me started on Desires. So Desires is the music bar lounge. It's actually connected to the Showtime Theater, which you definitely will go. We'll talk about that in a second. But Desires is open from 10 p.m. to, is it 1 a.m.? I thought it was 2 a.m.
I think it depends on the day.
It depends on the day. Yeah. But Desires is where the after party is at. After the show, it's the after party. And okay. So Desires, you don't want to miss. It is a wonderful time. They also have TVs in there, because one night we were supposed to have karaoke, but the guys and a lot of the women too wanted to watch the football game. Yeah. So instead of karaoke, we were watching football.
Yeah, it was Sunday night football, and
they took over. But they have like little. It's kind of like some of the areas in Desires have like sections. So they have that. Then they have the main bar in the middle. They have tables, plenty of seating. But the turn up is real. The turn up is real, and we were there for a wedding, so I apologize to anybody that was there for us because we definitely there with us. Excuse
Hmm.
me, we definitely took over, but it was so much fun. If you're interested in drinking, the drinks are nonstop. The staff is so nice. Make sure you tip them, and the
Absolutely.
music. Oh, the music was a vibe. The music was a vibe, and the
Mhm.
DJ took requests, so I had a wonderful time with my family.
Same, and then the drinks were a lot stronger at Desires as well. And depending on the day, they have like different events, so to speak, at
Yeah.
Desire. Like so, one night instead of it being a nightclub, it was kind of like it was casino night. So if you walk in, there were roulette tables and things of that nature. I didn't get any
Yeah.
footage of it though, but it depends on what's happening that day.
I didn't go to that, but then once that whatever activity they're having, once that is over, then they turn it into the club for the rest of
Mhm.
the night. But the club was a lot of fun, and then we did get there before a lot of the wedding party. So even without the wedding party being there, it was so much fun. There's plenty. It depends on how many people are there. It can be a lot going on. It can be more, quiet. But
Mhm.
either way, it was a wonderful
Yeah,
time.
we took over that
I
resort,
highly
y'all.
recommend going to Desires at least just to see, how it is. And like I said, connected to Desires is the Showtime Theater, which is where we'll get to that in a minute. But you have different shows, which we'll show you. So they also have Preferred Club Beach Bar and Preferred Club Lounge Bar. I wanted to mention those. We didn't have Preferred Club because, like I said, we were with a wedding party, so we knew that a lot of the wedding party did not get Preferred Club, and that we wouldn't be hanging out in those areas. We wanted to be with family. There is a dress code for the restaurants,
Yes. So
so
when you go to dinner for men, you cannot wear shorts or sleeveless shirts. So make sure you pack a couple pairs of pants and a nice dress shirt, Hawaiian shirt, whatever the case may be. But you just can't go in beach
yeah.
attire.
The women, you need like a blouse, a dress, a skirt, and no tank tops. It's pretty. I think it's pretty laid back,
Yeah,
but just be aware.
y'all. If y'all are yearning for relaxation, this is the spot to do it. If you like pools, there's plenty. You have the main social pool. You have the jungle pool. You have the preferred club pool, which is their own,
Pool for Preferred
yeah,
Club,
their own secluded space. Um,
and then the
and
Infinity
then
Pool,
the infinity
which
pool.
was nice, where you have the big secret sign. So if you've seen
Hmm.
that, that's at the Infinity Pool. I really like my favorite one was like the main pool because that's where a lot of activities are. That's where we hung out the most. I did
Hmm.
the bicycling. We'll
Yeah,
get to
she
that in
did water
activities.
aerobics.
Yeah, water aerobics. That's what it was. Woo! It looks easy, but let me tell you, we'll get to that in a minute. But what you think about what was your favorite pool?
I like the main pool as well because that's where the main pool bar was. That's where Seaside Grill was. And we just spent the most time there with the family. But y'all, I'm a hot tub guy. This hot tub, it wasn't even hot. It was just as cold, if not colder, than the main swimming pool.
Yeah.
And there was no way to adjust the temperature. There's a sign that says it's 101 degrees Fahrenheit. It was 50 degrees colder.
I really did like how secluded the jungle pool was. I think a lot of you will spend some time there and really enjoy it. That's actually where we had the welcome dinner for the
Yep.
wedding. Oh, it was so
Oh
beautiful.
man.
Sadly, we just didn't get a whole lot of time at the jungle pool just because it was so much going. There's so much, going on, so much to do. And like I
Mhm.
said, we had a lot of family and friends there, but the jungle pool area was really nice and secluded. The entire resort is really set up for you to kind of relax. I wouldn't call it a party resort. If you go to Desires, that's the party,
Yeah.
But it's more of just a relaxing and just a phenomenal time with lots of different activities and things to do in the evening,
Yeah.
all
Absolutely.
throughout the day, really. But the infinity pool was really nice.
It was.
The infinity pool, he was in the infinity pool.
It was really nice, and like you said earlier, there's this big secret sign. So you want to get a picture for the gram.
Yeah,
That's the best spot to
do it
do
for
it.
the gram. Do it for the gram. Yeah, that is definitely the spot to do it. Oh, the beach.
So
Someone got married on the beach. It was so
it
pretty.
was
We
so
actually did
pretty.
a photo shoot, and some of our pictures were on the beach. The beach is
Mhm.
gorgeous.
It really is. It's just the perfect backdrop for the entire resort. There was seaweed on the beach, but not enough for it to be a problem. But it
When we
was,
went,
yeah, when we went, but it was just absolutely beautiful, and it's a big beach too. So like, and there's a lot of different lawn chairs that you can sit on as well.
Plenty of seating.
Hmm.
And if you want to go walking on the beach, I mean, you can. I'm not sure how long it is. We'll look it up and put it in the video. But you can walk for a while because I know a lot of people like to take an hour morning walk. You could definitely do that. The water was cold, of course. Many of you been so to that area, so you know that the water is cold. But it was just wonderful. The beach is so
Absolutely,
nice. I
it
loved it.
was. And then there's no like rocks in the sand either, so
Yeah,
you can walk on it barefoot with no problem. Because some of these beaches I've been to around the world,
turn your feet
whew,
up. They will turn your feet up. But not this one. Overall, it was a pretty good
it
beach.
really was. So there is a gym on site. I did not visit the gym though, but glancing inside, the equipment looked brand new. There's plenty of space in there, and we did not visit the spa on this trip.
And we usually try to go to the spa, but this we just didn't have time,
Yeah, we were
unfortunately.
there for a wedding, and just every day was something happening leading up to it, and afterwards we just couldn't fit it in.
Well, it wasn't something every day. The wedding thing was like maybe 2 days, but we were spent our time like at the pool, relaxing, and then I had different activities that I wanted to do. Oh, and he went to Chichen Itza, his final seven wonder of the
Yep.
world. So y'all got to check that video out. But let's get into the entertainment. So, if you're looking for entertainment and different activities, there is quite a bit to do, I think, compared to other resorts. Because to me, with some of these resorts, I noticed they just die down. You know, they'll have all these activities during the day. So, during the day, we were at the main pool and I did the water aerobics, which
Hmm.
was a whole lot of fun. And woo, it almost took your girl out. It almost took me out. So, I thought that was fun. They also had like volleyball. Did you get to do any activities?
Um,
No.
Not necessarily. We a lot of times we made up our own games too, but like we didn't.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't really do much
And
activities
while you're
except drink.
I was just about to say that, but while you're at the pool, they do have the waiters and waitresses taking your drinks and food orders, and they came pretty quick because we ordered wings and like four
Mhm.
shots, and they came pretty quick. So I was impressed. But some of the activities that went on while we were there was jewel making. They had painting. We missed the painting. Also, when you have the activities that start, because the painting started at 7, and we got there like at 7:25, and they were
Man,
like the cutoff time was like 7:15. So be aware. They also have like a market that comes in and sells different items, like a cultural market, and you can buy different things. In the evening, some of the activities that went on while we were there was the Mayan show. So if you're there during the Mayan show, please don't miss it. It is so much fun. The Mayan show was the one that was at Seaside
Seaside
Grill.
Grill.
So you'll sit out, like in they have a little seating area, and they come out and do the show. How long was the show? Was it
It was
about?
about a half hour.
It was so nice, you guys. Please don't miss it. Another night they had a fire show, which was such a vibe, and I want to say that was right outside of Rendezvous, wasn't it? Yeah. So don't miss that. The Mayan show, the fire show. There was also so many people playing instruments: violin player, saxophone player. They had a band one night, and these were, I think, I want to say all the instruments were outside of Rendezvous on the little stage that they have. And then for breakfast, they had like a harp player, didn't
Yeah,
they?
right inside the
I
restaurant.
was like, these people are not playing around. They're keeping you entertained. And then they also have, don't forget about the Showtime Theater because they have, I cannot remember what the name of the show was that we went to, but it was like a cultural show.
Yeah, because we happened to be there around Day of the Dead, Dia de
Oh,
los
yeah, that's
Muertos.
exactly what it was.
So they had like a little
A present, like a
yeah,
show. It was music, dancing. Oh, it was so
it was like
nice.
it was a cultural experience.
Yeah, I like the guys that had the big faces on. I'm
Mhm.
sorry if it's called something that I'm supposed to know. I am not familiar, but they had those guys, and then they had a couple of different singers. They had the guys at the top playing all the live
Yeah, they had like
music.
a mariachi
Oh
band.
yeah,
It,
yeah.
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, they had the ladies dancing. It was so
Mhm.
cute, but them big faces was just a vibe. And don't forget your photo op, like in front of the Showtime Theater, because the staff is there, like directing you
Mhm.
and asking if you want a photo anyway. So, did they have food? I didn't see food or drinks in the show. Oh, they were serving drinks in the Showtime Theater, weren't they?
They were because it's connected to the nightclub.
Yeah, we just didn't get anything. Now, keep in mind, you can find out about all the events in the app. The app is going to be your best friend. They have things going on all throughout the day, so please don't miss it. So, for the entertainment overall, we gave them a 9 out of 10. You agree?
I agree. Definitely 9 out of 10.
Okay. Let's talk about the experience. For the experience, I gave them a 10 out of 10. We travel a lot all over, and we stayed at a lot of all inclusive. We stayed at a lot of just luxury properties in general. And I look for things, whether it be good or bad. I'm looking for anything that stands out to me so that I can give an accurate review. And when I say they knocked it out the park, when you from the time you step onto the resort, they are very welcoming, very friendly. They want you there to have a good time. Is there anything we can do? They have smiles on their faces.
Mm-hmm.
The service was efficient. I wasn't waiting like forever on things. When it came to getting the bags to my room, they got to my room quick. When it came time to take the bags back to, the lobby to leave, they were there on time. Like everything, you name it, they did it right. Everybody was just, it seemed like they wanted to be there. They wanted to work. They wanted you to have a good vacation. You spend a lot of money on vacation.
Yeah.
I could have spent my $3,000 somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And they made me feel like this was the place that needed my money and I can't wait to go back.
Mm-hmm.
There was one little thing though. There was one little thing. So when we were at breakfast one day, my glass had a lipstick mark on it. So it looks like someone had put their lips on my glass and it wasn't changed. So I wasn't too happy about that. But you all, I understand things happen. So I wasn't like, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even have time to say anything about it because as I was looking at it and filming it for you guys, because I got to film and let y'all know, the lady saw me and she was, oh, let me change that out for you. She grabbed that glass out of my hand so quick.
With the quickness.
Okay, so
May I please change your glass?
Y'all, she came and I didn't even get a chance to say nothing about the lipstick thing. She just saw me filming it. As y'all can see, I was quiet because I'm trying to, don't be loud. Y'all, they came and got them glasses so quick. She saw me filming. And they bought us all bottled water, which I'll take. They apologized, made up for it. Now this vacation can continue, but it is a cautionary tale. Always check because I don't play them games. I don't tell her what that lady was doing with her mouth. Oh Lord. And I'm like, dang, now that's some service. You don't even have time to complain. You don't even have the opportunity. So she took the glass and they brought us some waters. And that's what I'm talking about. They made it right, really, without me even having to say anything. Exactly. It was just the look. Baby, she saw what was going on and she took care of it expeditiously. And to me, that's what it's all about. So I mentioned it because it did happen, but it was taken care of. So to me, they still get a 10 out of 10 because it was something that was resolved, and they actually bought us bottled waters, yep. 4 bottles of water. So I was happy with that. I appreciate when somebody makes something right.
Absolutely.
Without you even having to complain.
That's rare.
Also, they do have concierge. When you arrive, you'll meet like your concierge and then your like room attendant. But we really didn't have a whole lot of issues. Ours had we didn't have any issues, but he had my WhatsApp information. So he was sending me like the activities for the day, which he didn't have to do because they were in the app. But I think he asked me and, he sent it to me. But so I thought that was nice. Mm-hmm. It's very easy to get things done. We wanted to schedule a photo shoot. And I don't think we went to they have like a building for the photo shoot. They have a building for like weddings. And we got to the building, and before we could even say anything, they were coming out. Hi, welcome. Would you like to, take photos? And so we scheduled the photo shoot, which I highly recommend. That's another thing. The photo package. How much were the photos? You remember?
Was like,
if you bought so many.
Because like if you bought so many, you got a discount.
Yeah.
So it was.
We'll put it on the screen.
Yeah.
But I say it was well worth it. We got beautiful. These are some of my favorite pictures out of all the vacations we've taken. Like, seriously. So I highly recommend the photo package. We'll put the price on the screen so that I can make sure that it's accurate. But I highly, highly recommend it if you're interested in photos because ours came out phenomenal. And they ended up being literally the best photos that I've taken. Probably, I don't know. Is it better than Hawaii? No, because that was the wedding. So we've done them in Hawaii, Paris, Mexico. Everywhere we go, we get some type of photo. But these right here were giving. They were definitely giving. Even in the restaurants, the staff was prompt. They were courteous. The food came out kind of quick. The drinks came out really quick. So no complaints there. So overall, just the whole experience, the ease of getting done, the customer service, they knocked it out the park.
And that's what you want on vacation
Yeah,
because you want to get away from the stress. You don't have to stress about anything on this resort.
no stress.
Anything you need, it'll get taken care of expeditiously. So let's talk about the room. We actually have a whole separate room tour on the channel. Go ahead and check that out. But the room itself, it was excellent. We had an ocean view room, junior suite. When you walk in, the decor, it's just upscale and luxurious. It had it was almost like a beach theme
Yeah, it's like a
almost.
bohemian style, but they
Mhm.
have like some island vibes to it. And what I really like, I
Mhm.
mean, it's a new resort, so there wasn't a whole bunch of everything was literally like perfect. I mean, it's new,
Yeah,
you know?
everything is in the right place. You
Yeah,
have plenty of outlets. The bathroom is amazing. You have
yeah,
a
it's
you have a
very modern, up to date.
you have a
The little stone floor, the rain
mhm.
shower head, plenty amenities. It was done very well. And then when you go from the room to the bathroom, they had like a little shade that you can pull to kind of separate the bathroom from, the bedroom.
And when you walk in on your door, it says "Welcome home."
Yeah, I thought that was cute.
Yeah, I never see nothing like that. That's awesome. And
I like.
then
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and on your balcony, you have like a sofa type thing on one side. Then you have two chairs on the other side with a table in the middle, and you could just chill on the balcony. But there's also swim out rooms as well. But we just
Yeah,
had a ocean view balcony room.
which was nice. I like the little kits that they provide because I ended up using a couple of those products. So I thought it was really
Oh
nice that they provide
yeah.
things in the event that you need it. Because I was like, ooh, I got a couple of hairs. Let me shave my chin. I was happy they had that razor. But other than that, then room service came a few times. We didn't need it, but they
Yeah.
came, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. You'll
And
also.
then they came to change a light bulb. So maybe someone said something
Mm.
about it in a previous day, and he came to change it. I was tired. He was like, okay, I'll come back. But yeah, they were on top of it. They are not playing. If there's any problems, they want to know so they can get it addressed, and I appreciate
And
that.
you're in the closet. You're gonna have your iron and ironing board. So when you take your stuff out your suitcase, it's gonna get wrinkled. So you can just iron it immediately.
Yeah, and I hung my little dresses up. And that's why the room category got a 9 out of 10. Unfortunately, the iron in our room, there was like a little piece that was malfunctioning, kind of hanging off a little bit, and I didn't see it because it's not something you really notice. But as I was
Mhm.
ironing my beautiful dress, I'm like, what is that noise? The piece of the iron was scraping my dress, you all. I'm like, okay, this is not the Shein dress. This was not the Amazon dress. This was not the dress that I wanted to get scratched up. So I wasn't happy about that, like at all. But
Mhm.
I didn't, it's nothing I made a fuss about. It's just one of them things I
Right.
did want to bring up. Just be careful because this was not the dress that I wanted to get scratched. But so that's why they got a 9 out of 10 for the rooms. Just make sure that everything, is on the up and up. Check y'all everything in the room and make sure that all the products are working as they need to be.
Mhm.
So, but that was the only little thing that I found in the room, and I wanted to mention it because it did happen. And my dress got little scratches on it in 3 different areas, and my dress wasn't cheap.
And every time they clean your room, they're gonna leave you some chocolates as well.
Ooh, those chocolates were good.
Man.
Don't miss those chocolates. And we did want to mention events because we know that some of you may be going there for events. It is a wonderful resort if you're having an event. So anniversary, wedding, maybe a proposal, any type of celebration. So they have a courtyard that is just magnificent.
Mhm.
Now, we were there for my cousin's wedding, and her wedding was on the rooftop, which was like on the rooftop of, was it Portofino
Yeah.
restaurant? And the view was so pretty. But I also saw while I was there was a wedding on the beach, which was magnificent as
Mhm.
well. So the rooftop wedding was really nice. They decorated it. I like the decor that they had. They had the chairs, which of course the bride picks a lot of that out. They have a bridal center right next to like the Dream Studio where you can book your photography. They have a bridal studio where you can pick out all of those things. So I thought that was nice. And then she had her welcome party at the Jungle Pool, which just turned out to be
It was awesome.
insane. Insane. They had hors d'oeuvres and they had drinks, which the staff served. And then we just had a time. And then after the wedding, we had cocktail hour, reception, and an after party. So the cocktail hour was just a really nice, quick time to have drinks and
Mhm.
mingle, which we did. We had drinks and kind of waited for them to prepare the food, mingled and talked to family and friends. And then we sat down for dinner. And so, of course, the bride and groom can choose what they want to do. So it included us. They had menus with everyone's name on it. And we were able to kind of just mingle for a little bit until they brought out the food, which took the food was unorganized. I will say that. The bringing of the food, it took so long that some people left to go to restaurants on the resort because it took a while. I mean, I was cool because we were mingling with family, but it did take a while. And then when it came, they were bringing double, and it was just all over the place. But we did get it, so it ends up working out. But the courtyard is a beautiful place to have your event. Also, they also had fire dancers.
Yes.
Woo! They had fire dancers at their ceremony, and that was nice. I mean, it blew my mind.
It did.
So it was wonderful. And then the after party was at Desires, and unfortunately, I had to sit that one out because by that time I was exhausted. Did you go that night?
Yeah, I did.
I think you went for a minute.
I think I went
for. Oh, you did go.
Yeah, I did for a minute.
Yeah, but yeah, I was tired. I was out for the count. But overall, we had a wonderful time at this resort.
Absolutely, there was literally nothing wrong.
No.
Even if we tried to find something wrong, we couldn't do it. The stay was so good that I thought about opening a Hyatt credit card to redeem points to stay there again. That's how good it was.
We want to go to all the different secrets now. So which one should we go to next? So overall, phenomenal time. Would I go back? Absolutely. Like, I cannot wait to go back. We have another one scheduled for next year sometime.
Yep.
We want to do a few other trips, and we want to go back to a different secrets in Mexico. So which one should we go to? So overall, would you return?
100%.
I would too. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate? Don't you say no 10.
9.5 out of 10.
9.5. I give it about. Oh, it's hard. It's hard. Overall, maybe like a 8.5 or 9 out of 10.
What was your favorite thing about the resort?
Ooh, well, you put me on the spot there. I would say my favorite thing, I do liked just the laid back vibe that it had and the different activities. So, I mean, you could literally sit by a fire pit next to the pool, listening to music and just laughing, just really enjoying life and feeling like, man, I work for this. This is nice. So just the whole vibe that they create, the whole peaceful vibe that they created with a great mix of entertainment. What was your favorite part about the resort?
I think mine would have to be the size, because some resorts are just huge to the point where you need a golf cart to go from point A to point B.
Yeah, that's not this.
That's definitely not this. You can walk anywhere. There's no hills, and it's just really relaxing.
So we thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on our next
nonstop adventure.